have returned. I thought a lot about what you said. Abandoned. Why do you think it is that Matilda and Penn abandoned me? It surprises me not that Penn betrayed me. He was sent to observe my actions, and cared not for me, nor I for him. He was far too narcissistic to truly understand the cause. But Matilda, I did not know she was a member of Duvos. She was sympathetic to my views while we were studying. She never agreed with me in those days, but I see now that was an act, a way for her to conceal her true identity. It is clear in retrospect, she was simply observing my conversion, but I do not think she had no ideals. I truly believe she was a dedicated follower, but perhaps she was never my friend or believed in my cause. When I was in the cell with Penn and LeFou, I listened to their ramblings. LeFou did not seem to hold the same beliefs as I. He wanted more land for his people. He did not care about the future of the human race. In fact, he did not even seem to believe in anything. I tried to share my views with him, to find some common ground. But he was far too concerned with arm-wrestling Penn. These troops were not the saviors I was expecting. Matilda. I am still shocked she was in such a position at all. I have been pondering this myself. I have some theories, however I do not know her true intentions. I believe Matilda is a true tactician. While I was only aware of the water plan, she had designs far above my level. When my plan was foiled by Logan, she needed to maintain her cover and ensure the town trusted her. I suppose her goals were with a small shot in the shoulder. Risky, but calculated. She could not afford for Penn to let anything slip, or for suspicion to also fall upon her. Of course, this is simply an educated guess. I have not spoken with her since my arrest. I really believed we were friends. That being said, there are still some parts of the plan that give me so much doubt. Why did they conceal their intentions from me? What were they doing in the north? I cannot believe that is the case. I was working towards a peaceful future for the world. They were excavating these weapons of war. Now, if that is all, that is something that will haunt me. I am no killer. I think, while I believed I was doing the right thing, a part of me was still thrilled to be fooling everyone. The desire for triumph got to my head. And when I was found out, hubris caused me to lose my mind. The cornered beast will lash out. That is not a justification. At that moment, I believed everything I had worked for was falling apart. I saw red, and the next thing I knew, I heard the gunshot ring out. Every night since, I have seen that scene play out in my mind. I seek not forgiveness. There is no such forgiveness. I'll regret this for the rest of my life. Builder, I have once again been left with much to think about. Thank you. We may not be aligned philosophically. Perhaps you even hate me. But I value our conversations.
Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha.
Most girls learn to cook for their other half, huh? So, how do you like jerky? Take it easy.
Ah, hey there. See ya.
I gotta head off now. Got Andy to take care of now. I know he keeps Haru's hands full. Nah, I really can't. Andy's gotta eat. He gets real snappy when he's hungry, and I don't want to push all that on Haru. Well, I'll see you around.
Oh, you came! I was going to tell you the news, but then everything kind of happened at once, and we kind of got caught up. But the first phase is now over.
I appreciate the concern, but Orfeo has worked this out, and now we both have to come together to make this work.
You'll never guess. I really thought all this work was for nothing. We were struggling along, but Mr. Musa wrote to me out of the blue. He said that Luna had popularized my sister's pottery in Atara. And now he wants to help us spread even further. And most importantly, with the steps we made to ease the production process, Hom will have plenty of time to learn more and develop her art. She doesn't have to slave away night and day.
We did, didn't we?
I feel like we finally worked as a team. I'm sorry, Hom. You've been shouldering the burden for too long.
And you have. You know everything we've been through, Orfeo. How much we've struggled to get where we are. I'm always happy to help. I've never needed anything in return. Just as long as we're both okay. You don't have to apologize for anything. I'm just happy you've managed to overcome everything and come out stronger on the other side. Everything you've done lately, you've done for us. But the thing that makes me happier than anything is that you've really grown and become a wonderful, caring man. You're no longer the kid I had to clean up after. I'm proud of you, Orfeo.
Sister, it's because of you. You've done so much for me. I had to show you. Pay you back. Well, we invited you over to celebrate our success with us. And let's not dwell on these things.
See, don't cry your eyes out, Orfeo. They're watching too. We've actually wanted to thank you for a while, but we just couldn't find the time to show you how much we appreciate all the help. We were only able to get this far because of your help. So, let's celebrate together. You deserve to be a part of this.
May your workshop become the most renowned. May my sister's work become the most sought after. Cheers!
Cheers! When I see Orfeo now, I just feel so proud.
We're through! Whoa! Run!
Hey there! Trudy just called an emergency meeting in the town hall, and she wanted you to join in. So I came to get you. Come on, partner. We're all waiting for you.
Thank you all for coming. We have a situation at the Porsche Tunnel. As the construction team was tunneling through to the other side, monsters started to enter. The construction is currently on hold until we can deal with the monsters. I have called this emergency meeting to try and find a solution. Heidi, can you give us a bit more detail?
Sure. Well, I wasn't there at the time, but from what my workers were telling me, the monsters bursted in as soon as they made a hole to the other side of the range. They must have been attracted by the noise.
Yeah, making a lot of noise is like putting a light in front of a moth when it comes to predators. Shouldn't have done that. I reckon you should have asked me for some advice.
Oh, yeah. Where were you when we were building this tunnel project?
Right. Sorry. Is there a way to get them out?
Well, I suppose we could go in guns a-blazing. What's to keep the monsters out of the tunnel for good?
I could pitch a tent there at the entrance.
That's actually a pretty
Don't be stupid.
bad idea.
Once the tunnel's done, I reckon the difference in pressure on the two sides of the range will cause a major draft through the tunnel. That'll continue to attract the monsters from the southern Eufaula. Unless you plan on camping there forever, I've got a better idea.
Ah, shoot.
Howlett wrote of a monster whistle. Know of it? It's supposed to produce a range of high frequencies that can keep most monsters away. The way I figure it, we'll need 3 of them in the tunnel to keep the monsters out. The wind going through will power them. Anyway, I just need help from a builder to put them together. Then, we can head into the tunnel to install them. We got the tunnel sealed off, so shouldn't be any danger, but I reckon we ought to be quick about it still.
That's a great idea. I concur.
Way to go, Else.
Justice, what do you think? After the Martle Duck incident, I trust Elsie to get it done.
I agree. Elsie can take care of herself. Still, I'd prefer if the Silver Corps went.
I'll take Logan. I'll go with Logan. He's a monster hunter, right? It's his job.
I don't see why not.
Wait a minute, Trudes. I'm still trying to do my community service and...
Oh my heck. Are you still spewing that nonsense? You're one of us now, so you'd better take care of Sandrock.
Please, Logan, you have the most experience out of all of us when dealing with monsters of the desert.
Come on, partner. Just accept it. Now that you're back, we can focus on our task of keeping the order. Just like old times.
Fine, Trudy. I'll do it.
Then it's settled. Elsie, you also need a builder, right? Why don't you work with the builder? They're also a Civil Corps member. Is that fine? Okay then. Elsie, please discuss the details of the plan afterwards. Let me know how it goes. Thanks for coming, everyone. This meeting is adjourned.
All right. You're gonna be my go-to builder on this project. Going through this tunnel is gonna be dangerous, and Mian ain't exactly a fighter. I'm gonna talk to Chi and get him to whip us up a diagram. Logan, you head over to the tunnel and take a look at the situation. See how many monsters we got.
I'll go and take a look. But it ain't 'cause you gave me an order. It's just a good idea.
Logan, I ain't your boss. We're partners. I want to be in this with you.
All right. Partners.
This is awesome! Logan, me, and the builder. The strongest team in Sandrock.
Well, looks like you got yourself some new partner there, partner.
Wow, Sheriff. Feels weird that we're not going this time.
Unsure. Sometimes it's time to hang up your hat and pass the torch on.
That's not a bad idea, Sheriff. But I don't have a hat rack. Or a hat. Or a torch.
It's just a saying, Unsure.
We're swamped. It's thrilling. This case is a classic 427.
I wouldn't call it thrilling. We've also got a whole bunch of paperwork to do.
City Code 15A, subsection 32, paragraph 7. In the case of a monster attack, fill out the relevant form for the following cases. 424, on a road. 425, on a yak mail trail. 426, in the oasis. 427, in a tunnel.
It's 15 pages.
I'll handle the personal essay. I really think I'm gonna nail it this time.
If you got something to say to me, just say it. Don't just nod your head and leave people guessing. I'm saying this for your own good, you know. I ain't just complaining.
Ah, thank you.
It always takes something big for a man to grow up. To go from that spirited boy to someone who's responsible. And RVO did it.
I gotta say, it really brightens my day when you stop in at the saloon. Don't be a stranger.
So, Haru, how's the research? Anything you need to know? You know I'll help out with whatever you need. Oh, hey, why don't you join us? Haru's making a big decision about where to go to school, and he needs some advice.
I guess I'm thinking about where I belong. Director Chi spoke at length about the university in Vega 5. It seems like an amazing place. Their system sounds too rigorous to me. I feel like I'd be a little stifled there. The director thinks I'd be better in a more open learning environment too.
Ah, like Atara University, right?
Yeah, I've contacted the admissions over there already, and they told me what I need to do to enroll. I was really worried that I didn't have the qualifications, but Mayor Trudy wrote a letter of recommendation for me. I just need to pass an entrance exam. So, maybe that's the way to go? But it's expensive.
Can't go wrong with Atara. And don't worry about tuition too much. Plenty of people get scholarships to go in, and I reckon you're a shoo-in. Besides, there are competitions and internships to help you out too. You can do an exchange program in Vega 5 anyway, so you won't be missing anything by going with Atara U.
Wow, I didn't know any of that. The idea of being in a real classroom is exciting, but intimidating. I only came to school in Sandrock for a couple of days before it shut down, so I ended up reading chemistry books on my own. I didn't really have anyone to tell me if I was wrong, so I just experiment and see. I even had a few accidents, which freaked Logan out a bit. What if my self-taught methods don't allow me to fit in at Atara U?
Yeah, for sure. Look, it's like a building, right? The deeper the foundation, the more stable the house. All that tinkering you've done, it's a great foundation for adding on more knowledge.
You can't go around digging foundations without a house either. If you don't put anything on top, it's essentially just a hole.
Good point, which is exactly why you need to get over there and get that diploma. Anyway, regardless of where you go, I hope it all goes well. Can't wait to see your name attached to some groundbreaking discovery.
Thanks. Talking to you two, I feel a lot better about the situation.
You're doing the right thing. Your friends can come visit you and the years will pass by before you know it. Heck, send us your resume when you get out. We'll put you to work.
Hard to say where we'll all be then, but yes, that does sound very nice.
Back to it then.
Yes, so long. Howdy. Be seeing ya.
RVO's ideas do really make sense. He's got a good head screwed on his shoulders. Making Amira's business flourish like that? Well, Luna is always asking me to send her more. I've heard that you do a lot of late nights. You really shouldn't, you know? I've already given up on such habits. If I get stuck writing something, I take a break. It's always worse if I try to force it.
What is your...
Howdy. So long.
Does someone need a makeover? Ha ha.
I heard Arvio got Moose's investment. It's been how long? Arvio sure is persistent, huh? If Arvio can do it, then, well, I gotta up my game.
Dang, you did it! These are perfect. I knew I could count on you. All right, meet me at the entrance of the tunnel. I'll get Logan, and we can go install these. I want to do this real tatty, but bring some weapons just in case, yeah? You're here!
Good to see you. Ready to roll?
Well, before we head in, let's assess the situation.
We're gonna be facing some monsters, so make sure you're looking sharp.
Huh? Nah, I want to do this clean. No hurting animals.
Elsie, we ain't gonna be able to do this without hurting anything.
But we made the whistles, so as not to harm anything.
Not to harm anything more than we need to. I ain't saying we need to turn into maniacs, but... Of course, we ain't trying to deliberately cause pain, but we gotta know why we're here.
We're here to keep them away, not kill them. Howlett said Valance should always be the last option.
We are the last option, Else. You want those monsters to hurt more people?
No, but...
I love you, Else, but you gotta toughen up. My pa was always finding ways to minimize damage, but he knew the deal. If you want to be like my pa, you gotta realize that. I'm sorry, Elsie, but this is the reality. If you ain't got the strength to accept it, I don't know if I trust that you got my back.
I got your back.
All right, then. Well, let's head out.
All right, that's the first one. 2 more to go. I still feel bad about fighting these animals, though.
Remember, we're doing this to keep everyone safe.
If you insist. There ain't enough wind in the tunnel for the whistles to work yet. Shoot. I'd hope that after installing the first 2, we don't need to fight no more.
Let's keep going.
I'm sorry.
Else! Looks like this here's the last one. I haven't seen one of these fellas in a while. Better watch it. And there it goes.
Let's install the last whistle right here. But first, we gotta open up the last bit of the tunnel. The whistles need wind to work. You wanna do the honors? Woohoo! Awesome job! Last thing left is to install the whistle, and we're home free. The Southern Eufaula.
Beautiful, ain't it?
Sure is. I can almost see Portia from here.
Else, that's gotta be 200 to 300 leagues from here, behind another mountain range to boot.
I have good eyesight. Anyway, better head on back and tell the mayor.
That is wonderful news. Thank you, Elsie, Builder, and Logan. And congratulations to your team as well, Heidi. The tunnel is nearing completion. It makes you think about the future. I really think this is the start of something big.
We're really close now. Connecting Sandrock to Portia. The hard part is behind us. Yeah, when Sandrock grows strong again, the free cities will also flourish.
We still need a paving machine, right? You mentioned something like that before.
We did, but then our new commissioner told me that he could call in a favor and get my team one himself.
Oh, that's great, Commissioner Way.
It was a machine we built when we were trying to build a road through the peripheries. It didn't work out too well for us there, but I'm pretty sure it should do fine making a desert road.
Well, all that's left is to wait for progress on Portia's end.
Speaking of which, I've already contacted Mr. Musa about it. He said he'll ask Mint to come over and give us a project update. He should be here soon. Anyway, I'm really proud of you all. Cheers to us!
To us!
Hmm.